Hey everyone, we've got a nice easy project today. We're going to be installing the new Antigravity lithium ion battery, and we also got their new SC10 supercharger to charge the bad boy as well, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The nice thing about lithium is it's super light. Like, this thing weighs almost nothing. They're about 70% lighter than typical lead acid. We'll do a comparison here shortly. Come on over, check out the project that we're installing this on. For those of you that don't already follow me, this is the 2006 Subaru STI that I've worked on for quite a few years. Rear wheel drive, 2JZ, dart block, fully built, big Garrett turbo, custom everything. Should be starting this in about 2 weeks or so. We'll be making a bunch of videos on this as well, but let's go around to the back and we'll get on this install. So this is what we got going on back here. We've been running an AGM for a long time. They're just so heavy though, and every little bit of weight reduction will net us, you know, faster times at the track, better handling, and just easier to handle. Let's grab some tools. All right, so don't mind all of this wiring here. We'll definitely be cleaning it up once this thing is fully operational. I know it looks kind of gross, but that's the nature of the beast when you're working on things. So here we go. Nice little powder coating there. Hopefully I don't throw out my back. Oh my gosh. That is significantly heavier. Wow. There they are. All right, so now we got both these bad boys side by side. Like, this old AGM is legitimately ridiculously heavy. The first time I picked up this after handling that, I just about threw it through the ceiling. So we are 34.5 pounds here. And this guy, I can literally just pick it up like that. 11.1 pounds, so it's a third of the weight. So these batteries are great. They have tons of power, and they also have a really cool feature. It's their restart technology. So if your battery gets drawn down for whatever reason, we've all been there, the cameraman more than anyone else I've ever met. He also has one of these now. So if your battery gets drawn down, you just hit this little button on top or the Keyfob button, and it now is able to boost your car right from the battery. You don't need jumper cables, you don't need a buddy, you don't need another truck to help you. It's super simple. There's no tuning required for these things. They're eco-friendly, they have tons of long life, and they have low self-discharge as well. And they have a solid battery management system built in. Super safe, fantastic unit. Bam. All right, let's toss her in. This might be the easiest thing I've ever installed. I don't really even have all these dialed in yet, but they will just go to the posts. But I need to figure out a few more things on my end first before I do that. But it's just as simple as a couple wing nuts and you're ready to rock. Pretty sweet little battery. All right, so now that the battery is installed, we're going to be using the SC10 supercharger, 10 amps of charging power to give this a full charge before our first start. This thing's great. It can also be used with all sorts of different types of batteries. Yeah, handy little tool as well. So that pretty much wraps up this bad boy. Can't wait to fire it up. This car is going to be an absolute beast, and this is a fantastic addition to the build. So we do have a lot of other content coming out about this build. It's an interesting one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow along on all of our happenings. There's going to be content regarding fabrication, component installs, the history of the build, dyno tuning, actually driving on the street. We're going to be targeting around 1,200 wheel horsepower with this thing, so it should be a handful. Should make for some fun content, so follow along.